Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Mental Monday. I'm Cassidy Quinn, and if you are already watching this while we're live, you are amazing. This is where every Monday we start our week off together talking about my brain, your brain, maybe something both of our brains are experiencing. Earlier today, and I'm trying to do this every week before I go live for Mental Monday, is I posted on my Cassidy Quinn Facebook page and my Twitter account, which is at Cassidy Quinn, um, asking what you guys want to talk about because I was on a podcast months ago called Beyond Well with Sheila Hamilton. It was a lovely time, and we taped at 10 a.m. on Monday. And at first I was stressed out because I was like, oh my gosh, I have places to be, I have to be there. And then once I got there, it was the best way I've started off a week in a long time. Oh, there's Monique. Wearing shorts right now. I'll explain my outfit is so weird and random. So thank you for saying that you like my hat because my outfit is very random today. Currently. So hi Glenn, hi Claireski the Creeper. Anyway, it started my week off on a wonderful note where I got on the same page. I was talking to Sheila Hamilton, who's lovely to talk to, and some therapists, which obviously that's a great way to start your week. Perhaps. Oh, Boylan's Happily Ever After says, Aloha, sorry I've missed the last couple. I really needed them. Oh, well, thank you for tuning in now. Oh my gosh. Are you in Hawaii? Is that where you are? That's amazing. I wish I was in Hawaii. So every week I'm trying to pick some kind of topic on Mental Monday, or I answer your questions. We chat about things you bring up right now. I only got a couple of suggestions. Oh, hi Scott. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Monday. Only got a couple suggestions on Facebook and Twitter of what we want to talk about. And so I'm trying to go into Mental Monday with some kind of topic I would like to talk about. Oh my gosh, Glenn just said, yeah, I really needed this one today, feeling super depressed. I'm very sorry. I'm wondering if anyone who always suffers from depression, or if you don't the rest of the year, are you feeling the whole seasonal affected disorder? Is that what it is? Affected disorder or affective? Affected, right? Disorder, because affective would be with an E. Anyway, the SAD, seasonal affected disorder. I'm not sure if that's 100% what I experience, but lately, I have been so tired and just want to sleep all day. Last night, yesterday morning, Tucker and I got up as usual at 5 a.m. Not that we usually get up at 5 a.m., but if we want to go skiing on the weekend, we get up at 5 a.m. 5:17, technically, specifically. The alarm went off, and I did not want to get out of bed, but we went skiing, and so of course we're up early. Skiing was a wonderful day. It was so sunny and beautiful. So look at my Instagram story at Cassidy Quinn TV, if you feel like it, to see how beautiful it was yesterday. And Tucker has a couple pictures on his phone that we took together in the sunshine, and they're wonderful. But it make me very happy. But I don't have them yet, so I can't show them to you on my Instagram yet. Anyway, we had this wonderful, beautiful day, and we got back at like 6:30 and watched a little bit of the Oscars on my phone. We watched a movie. We watched Saving Mr. Banks, which is with Tom Hanks and Emma. Why I can't? There's a lot of amazingly talented actresses named Emma, and I cannot remember this one's last name. Is it Emma Roberts? No, it's not Emma Roberts. That's a different Emma. Anyway, Saving Mr. Banks is about the making of the Disney movie Mary Poppins and about the author who created the character Mary Poppins, and then they turned it into a movie, and she has a hard time letting go of this character to create this whole thing for everybody to share. And anyway, so we got back, watched that movie. We were falling asleep during the movie, and I'm pretty sure we both, Tucker and I, passed out on the couch at like, well, Tucker was probably asleep before 10 o'clock. I was asleep by 11 o'clock. And, oh, is it Emma Thompson? Emma Thompson! Thank you, Scott. I'm very sorry, Emma Thompson. I love every movie I've ever seen you in. You're very talented. There's just a lot of talented Emmas, and I forget. I'm sorry. Just like if you guys forget my name sometime, you know, that's okay. I accept it, and I still appreciate you. But so we fall asleep on the couch, me probably by 11 o'clock, and we had honestly. Here's an embarrassing thing. We wanted to do laundry this weekend, but we're in this weird like intermediate in between phase. We had a washer and dryer in our house. The dryer broke. We were going to buy a new dryer. Then our new landlord was like, wait, I am going to have an extra dryer soon. I'll give you the dryer, but we're in this limbo right now where we still don't have that dryer, so we have to go to a laundromat if we want to do laundry. So we want to do laundry this weekend. We wanted to wash our sheets, and we didn't get that done because we moved months ago, and I honestly cannot remember where I put the extra sheets, except some flannel sheets that I found in the closet the other day. But we don't want flannel sheets because it's not that cold out right now. Why am I explaining this? I don't know. Just waiting for everybody to get here in the chat and tell you random things about my life. So we didn't do the laundry. So we decided the couch is really comfy. It's maybe even more comfy than the bed. Why don't we just sleep on the couch? So we slept on the couch. And then I slept in so late. I meant to get up at 8 a.m. because I was like, I went to bed at 11, wake up at 8. I could get a lot of things done in my day. Instead, I woke up at 9:30. And here we are now. So I didn't get my lunch made, which I wanted to do. I did get my bullet journaling done, which is my challenge to myself for this month, is to run a planner and a bullet journal. And I made my week, and I'm excited. See, it says wash the sheets on my to-do list in my bullet journal. Anyway, so basically I'm still killing it at the whole like get 8 hours of sleep thing, except for when I had to wake up at 5 a.m. to go skiing yesterday. However, I just don't know why my body is so tired, and I just want to sleep all the time right now. So I was curious if any of you guys are feeling the same way. Let me look at some comments. Boylan's Happily Ever After said, wait, me too, I napped yesterday. I never do that. Clearsky the Creeper says, sleep is expensive. So true, I noticed it when we get cloudy days here. And then Lane chimes in with, don't go to the 24-hour laundromat on North Lombard. Yeah, I feel like 24-hour laundromats, like 24-hour gyms, maybe still go to them during the times when most people go there, not like in the middle of the night. At least, I don't know. If you're a woman, which is stupid to say because you can always protect yourself and be independent, but for me, I just might not feel super comfortable. Glenn says, I think the more I'm inside, the more I just want to sleep. When I'm out, I feel like I can stay awake longer and it doesn't hit me as hard. That is interesting. Thomas says the barometric pressure dropping makes me sleep. So it's weird because I did that whole month, all January, my challenge to myself, which I'll be making a full video about next week, maybe, was trying to get 8 hours of sleep for a month. And I did a really good job. I only missed like 3 or 4 days, some of which were because we got up at 5 a.m. to go skiing. And I thought at the end of the month, I would feel like I had caught up on sleep. And I don't necessarily. We're halfway through February almost now, or a third of the way through February, I guess. And I still just want to sleep all the time. Lane says, yesterday I slept till noon, first time in 3 years. And I'm realizing maybe it's just like a winter hibernating thing. And maybe it's like, I don't know if it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Is that the correct term? But that like I want to sleep more so that I don't get up and exercise more, even though getting up and exercising would probably bring me energy. But instead I sleep more because I think I need more sleep. It's better than exercising. So then I keep sleeping. And then I didn't exercise when that would have given me some energy. Does that make sense? Like yesterday, there were a couple runs in the perfect sunshine up at Mount Hood Meadows on my snowboard with some nice new snow. And I felt unbelievably happy. And I was like, wow, this is great. This is perfect. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. It is sunny out. This is exactly why I love doing this. And it felt energizing. And I think that's something that is definitely true for me, that working out gives me some energy, but I also do need sleep. So it's a weird trying to balance. If I can either wake up earlier and exercise or sleep in and not exercise, which one do we do? Currently, I'm choosing to sleep more because that feels like what my body needs. And that's what I'm trying to do, is listen to my body and my brain. However, the title of this live stream is, Are Mental Health Days Possible? I think that's what I called it, something like that. Because I'm a big proponent, as you would imagine here on Mental Mondays, talking about my depression and anxiety. I am a big proponent of mental health days. If you need a mental health day, take a mental health day, whether at your job. Some jobs have specific sick days and vacation days, and those are separate. We used to have that at my job. Now they're all together. So at the end of the year, hopefully you've either been sick enough or taken enough vacation to use all those days together. Um, which the point of those is, and combining all of those is to give you those days if you need to be sick, if you need to stay home sick, whether that's physically or mentally sick or not feeling good physically or mentally, that's what those days are for, right? And that's what I say to you, and that's what I tell everyone, all of my coworkers. One of my coworkers is in the middle of covering this trial for a man who stabbed and killed two people on a train in Portland a few years ago. And obviously not going to get into that. This is not a news channel here. But point being, she has to go into the court and cover this every single day. And I talked to her the other day and I said, "How do you like are you doing okay mentally? Because I can't imagine me going in and watching that every single day and hearing about that and playing videos of it and having to hear witness accounts of it." And I think in any industry, you get to a point where you need a mental health day, and that should be okay. However, I personally have a very hard time saying I need a mental health day. On Friday, for example, just this past Friday, I woke up, slept through my alarm. I think I woke up at like 10:30, and I had no desire to get out of bed. So I said, okay, I'm gonna set my alarm. Or not, what? That's not the words that I wanted to come out of my mouth. I said, okay, I'm gonna meditate for 10 minutes. I'm gonna do a meditation on the Calm app, the daily Calm. It was whatever that one was that day. Happened to be about gratitude, which is what we talked about on Mental Monday last week. And I did the meditation. I made coffee. Actually, Tucker had made coffee before he went to work, so I had leftover coffee, and it was so wonderful. And I did my meditation, finished that, felt a little bit better, still didn't feel great, still just wanted to sit in bed all day. And honestly, and this is where the red flag should have gone off, and I should have said, I'm just gonna stay home, I'm gonna take a mental health day today. Because Tucker had been sick. As you guys know, last Mental Monday, if you were here, he was in the background because he was taking a sick day because he actually had been like throwing up and had a fever and felt really horrible. I avoided kissing him for a few days. I avoided sharing any like drinks or foods or forks or anything with him until he started feeling a little bit better so that I could avoid being sick. However, by the end of the week on Friday, I also felt a little nauseous when I woke up Friday, but it felt more of like an anxious, my brain is making my whole body feel uneasy, if that makes sense. And here's the red flag. I thought to myself, I hope that this nauseousness, is that a word? That I feel in my stomach, this headache in my head this morning, I hope that that turns into the sickness Tucker had, and because also a few other people, sorry, sidebar for a second, a few other people at my work had gone home during this past week because halfway through their day at the TV station, they had to run to the bathroom, throw up, start sweating, and they're like, I need to go home, and they go home. And so I said, which is not funny, but it's funny to me what my brain told me, and that I even said out loud to one of my coworkers when I got to work, actually the one who's covering those trials, because she sits next to me, and I said, today is one of those days where I honestly wish that in the middle, I can't even like say it out loud, that in the middle of the day, I would throw up, that this like uneasiness I feel in my head and my stomach would make me throw up, and I would just have to go home because I'm sick. And isn't that ridiculous? When you are wishing that you are gonna go home sick, whereas earlier in the week, only 4 days earlier, I was trying to avoid sharing any germs, any saliva with Tucker or any sick coworkers. But by Friday, I was wishing I would get sick so I could go home. That is not good. That is not a mentally healthy place to be in. Even though I was mostly physical healthy, unfortunately, it's not unfortunately, it's great to be physically healthy. But I wanted to go home sick because I needed a mental health day. I needed a mental health day. But I, of all people, big proponent of taking mental health days and listening to your brain and your body, did not feel okay just saying that to my bosses because I haven't figured out, how do you do that? Do you send a text? Do you say like, hey, I'm really sad today. Can I not come in? Or not can I? Hey, really sad today, not coming into work. Or I even considered like taking a half day and saying, hey, if they know it's not a physically sick thing where I'm not gonna, depression and anxiety aren't contagious as far as we know right now. So if I had stayed home for half of the day, take a half day, go in at like 4 o'clock, just in time to prep for that night's show, but not be able to get a bunch of other stuff done throughout the day. Or even, hey, I'm gonna work from home for half of a day, um, and then come in and I'm still gonna do a full day of work. I'm just gonna work from home half the day. I'm wondering, you wonderful people, my wonderful people here, the Mental Monday crew, which do we need like a name for you guys? Like the I don't know, the crazies because it's Mental Monday. Um, but are you guys better than at this than I am? Are you better at saying, "Hey, I need to go home. I would like to be home right now. I would like to not leave my bed the entire day because that is what I wanted to do most of last week, but by Friday, it's what I needed to do." But I ignored it. And I was able, once I got to work, I was editing. If you guys have seen, if you're not subscribed to the Tonight with Cassidy YouTube channel, you should go do that. It's just youtube.com/Tonight with Cassidy. Excuse me. Sorry. Not sorry. Excuse me. There we go. And but we posted a segment on Friday night that I edited from Leica Studios, the stop motion animation studio called Leica, based in Hillsboro, Oregon, local company, and they made the movie Missing Link, which unfortunately did not win an Oscar last night. Toy Story 4 beat them out for Best Animated Picture, and that's okay. But Leica was hoping this would be the year that it would happen. They were hoping. And and my photographer for last week, which was not Tom Tuttle, he was on vacation. My photographer was named Ken, who's a really great photographer. It was fun getting to work with him, but he edited that Leica segment into a 3-minute segment, and I was like, wait, there's so much more. Even though we can only fit 3 minutes in the show on TV on Friday night, I wanted the YouTube version to be longer because we had so many more fun moments with the animator, Jason Stallman, that I got to talk to, and he was so great and let me actually animate a puppet, like the Mr. Link puppet from the movie, and I was honored. And so I wanted more of that to be on the internet. So I wanted to go into work that day and edit that longer version. I made like a 6-minute version out of the 3-minute version that Ken edited. So you guys should go watch that. But I really wanted to finish that on Friday. And so did I want to finish that, or did I use that as my excuse? Now I'm thinking out loud to you guys. Did I want to finish it, or was I using that as my excuse to tell myself I should go to work on Friday? And that it's probably the latter. Although I genuinely did want to finish it, but maybe I could have, if I had planned ahead. Well, but then you can't plan ahead for mental health days. Because if you work for me, I work at KGW, which is NBC, Portland, Channel 8 here in Portland. And you have to be like logged into the server to be able to edit off of the server. So if I had planned my mental health day in advance, which you can't really do, it's the point of a mental health day is that it is not a planned in advance thing for the most part. But I needed to like take that project, the Leica project, off of the server so I could edit it at home. So I could have done that just in case, maybe. Or actually with my Wi-Fi, now that I have functioning Wi-Fi at home, maybe I could have just logged into the server through a VPN or whatever at home. Anyway, I think my brain used that as an excuse to tell me, yes, I should go to work today, even though I should have just taken a mental health day, or at least half of a mental health day. Okay, I've rambled about this. Now I asked you if you guys have suggestions of how to do that, so I'm gonna look at your comments here. Scott says I didn't sleep at all last night, though I should have because I was worn out from having Emmett's first birthday party. Oh my gosh, happy birthday, Emmett. That sounds so fun. Glenn, I will come back to your comments about the circle, I promise. Clearsky the Creeper says, all this talk about sleep makes me really tired. Sensible Psychotic says, sleeping is my time travel, makes stuff go by faster. That's what I want to do on Friday, just like sleep all day and stay home. And make time go by. Lane says, here's what he says to his bosses. Hey boss, I'm not going to make it in today. Just can't do it today. And are your bosses okay to that with that? I hope that most bosses, well, I would hope that all bosses, but that's probably not realistic yet. I would hope that most bosses in 2020 would be okay with that and would understand, um, and would say, "Cool, great, that's fine." Especially for me, like obviously my most of my bosses have seen my mental health day video back in October, talking coming like opening up about my depression and anxiety. And my bosses know that. However, I don't know, I still am worried to just say, like, hey, need to take a day today, staying home. And then they'd have to find someone to fill in for me. And it's not like, oh, I'm throwing up, so I really can't come in. So that's why I was wishing on Friday I would just start throwing up. So stupid and horrible. Just so I'd be like, listen, I'm throwing up and I got a fever, so you don't want me in the office today. More like that. And Boylan says if you can push through and have a set time to just work on it, I think that would be the best. Oh, and names for you guys say the Boylan's Happily Ever After says the crazies, haha. Thomas Golden says mental Monday maniacs. That's fun. Sensible Psychotic says the Cassidy crew. Glenn says, I rarely take off of work. I'm the only IT person for my building, so it's really hard to take the day off. I feel like if I take off, I have so much to catch up on when I get back to work the next day. I get email on my phone, so even if I'm home, I feel like I have to answer. Any suggestions on what I can do? Do you guys have suggestions? Because I do the same thing, Glenn. I have email on my phone, and so I can look at them all the time. But I'm trying to get better at setting a set time to look at it if I want to or feel like I need to look at it, instead of just checking it all the time. So if I'm taking a sick day or it's a weekend and I start to have some anxious thoughts about the week starting and I start thinking, what am I doing tomorrow? What segments am I shooting tomorrow? What outfits do I need to bring tomorrow? What do I need to plan for? And my brain starts getting anxious and nervous about it. I then tell myself, okay, you're just gonna look at it once right now. And whether you set a time limit, like, okay, I have 20 minutes to look at my emails and that's all I'm gonna give myself, then set a timer on your phone or however you'd like to do that and stop looking at your emails after 20 minutes. Or say, hey, I'm just gonna scroll through, do one scroll through all of it and see if there's anything I need to respond to right now. If there isn't, cool, done. Or if you really, really wanna tune out from it, then turn your notifications off or delete your email app for the weekend or something. But I and through meditating also, because I've been trying to meditate a lot lately, and one of the things of meditating is that these thoughts might come in your head, and you have to tell yourself either, okay, I'm just gonna let myself think on this thought for a minute if I need to finish it, and then let it go, or just tell yourself to let it go. So if it's gonna work to let it go with emails in that case, in that moment, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm stressing out about work tomorrow, or I feel like there's might be something I need to respond to. If you're able to let it go, do that. If you need to just let yourself indulge in it for a minute and open up your phone, and I was like, where's my phone? Oh, I'm live streaming on it, obviously. And open up your phone and just do it for a set time period. Just do that and get it out of the way. And if you know that you'll feel better or think that you'll feel better once you just get that out of there. Lane says, my boss would rather have me at 100% rather than 50%. Yes, absolutely. In any job, whether you're driving, whether you're selling real estate, whether you are a customer service representative responding to people's complaining emails, whether you are on TV. Like, I know for me, I can tell if I'm at 50% versus 100%. I can tell watching shows back whether my brain was fully there that day or whether my brain was not. And I don't know if people at home can tell. I don't know if my bosses can tell. But for me, I would like to be the best version of myself. So yes, again, I need to listen to my own advice. If I'm not going to be 100%, they don't want me at work either, right? Whether that's mentally, physically, whatever. Lane says a tip, Glenn, vacation responder, it's your best friend. Oh, just put like an out of office. That's a good idea. Boylan's Happily Ever After says always check emails 2 hours after starting work. So does that mean you don't look at your emails when you first get into work and you wait for 2 hours? I've heard a lot about that lately. Like, just get something done at work and then wait and set a set time to look at your emails. Um, does that work for you guys? For me, I kind of a lot of times I need to see. Do I? I was gonna say I need to see those emails first thing, but do I? If something is there and I really need to see it, then they'll find a way to get in contact with me. They'll call me. Um, and oh, good. Boylan's happily ever after says, "I'm so glad I made it here. I'm getting things done while listening to you, and the kids are doing their thing. Good job, kids." Clearsky the Creeper says, "You rock, Cassidy. You may not feel 100% always, but you always keep it 100. Thank you." My nose is not at 100 right now. It's 100% stuffed up. Should that be a parody to a Lizzo song? Guys, I haven't made a parody in a long time. And I'm wondering if you guys wish I would or if you don't care. I recorded one for my 30th birthday. I recorded a song for my 30th birthday. That was in July. That was 7 months ago. That's ridiculous. Chris says, "So what have I missed?" Chris, from the beginning today, we were talking about, is it possible to take mental health days? Can we do it? Can I do it as a big proponent of wanting to take mental health, of wanting people to take mental health days? If you're not feeling good, take a day to yourself. Get your brain in a better spot. Do what you need. Sleep all day. Do nothing all day. Binge watch whatever you want all day. Watch a sad movie to just let the tears fall out of you all day. Sometimes that's what you need. I thought that's what I needed on Saturday. And it was, but because I did nothing. So Sunday, I explained earlier, I went skiing. It was a beautiful sunny day. It was wonderful. Saturday, since I did not take a mental health day on Friday, I took one on Saturday, even though it was a day off. But I wanted to edit a video, and I decided, you're not editing a video. Do you want to edit video? No. I asked myself multiple times, do you want to edit right now? No. Okay, cool. Watch something else. I got up. I slept in. I went to yoga. I went and soaked in a hot tub and a sauna at the gym, which, guys, if you are a member of a gym and you have never inquired about whether or not there's a hot tub and a sauna at your gym, and maybe you've been a member of that gym for a long time and never asked if there was a hot tub or a sauna because they're kind of hidden, ask, because if they are there, it's wonderful. It's a great self-care routine. Bring your book, go to yoga, stay after, do the hot tub and the sauna, read your book. It was a lovely Saturday, early afternoon. So I did that Saturday, came home, made some lunch, watched A Marriage Story or The Marriage Story, whatever it's called. And because I was like, maybe I just need to cry today and I just need to let it out. And I watched A Marriage Story. It made me cry a couple times. It was beautiful. It was really sad and depressing. But oh my gosh, great acting in there. But so I let myself, and then I kept asking myself, maybe I'll edit now, and because I've done Mental Mondays the past 2 weeks, which I'm happy with myself, last week and this week, but I haven't gotten a edited video up since my meditation video, and I have videos that I've shot that I want to get up, I just haven't had the energy to do it, and I've been prioritizing sleep, and that is okay, right? I hope you'll stick around. Oh, good. Scott and Glenn, thank you. And Thomas, saying more parodies. Thank you. Thank you, because I love making parodies. But, spoiler alert, my microphone that's over there, it's broken right now, and I can't record one. But like I said, I recorded one back in July, before my birthday, and just never made a video for it. It's two Jonas Brothers songs. Sensible Psychotic says, more mental health days should be mandatory. Once humans realize that, we will progress to the next level. Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm taking a screenshot. Everyone smile! That's great. Thank you, Sensible Psychotic. I agree with that. I think maybe, like, a lot of workplaces have, like, mandatory sick days. Maybe we also need mandatory mental health days. I know at my station, at my work, the TV station, before they switched us to all of the days were in one, like your sick days, mental health days, they're just all PTO days. They used to have them separate, and you would get 3 personal days, which they never explained. Like, what are these personal days for? So we all just treated them as extra vacation days. Like, you would just either say, I'm taking a week off next week, and those are either personal days or they're vacation days. And they never said anything about, like, this is for a day when you feel like these are supposed to be unplanned If you just need a mental health day, that's what these are for. And they never said that. And so we all just use them as vacation days. Whereas now I wish that they would put them back and say, hey, you guys have personal days. These are meant to be mental health days. And maybe for some people it's a mental health day because you just want to lay in bed and cry all day like I did like I wanted to do on Friday. Um because you are feeling depressed. Or maybe you're just stressed out at work and you just need to take a day off. Maybe you don't have depression or bipolar disorder or anxiety or anything. Maybe you just need to take, and you would have to take them. Like they should say, before the end of the year, you have to take these. Not you have to take them or they're gone, they expire, but like you actually have to take them. And if you get to like the end of the year, you have to take them, right? Just mental health days. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if companies just did that? That would be cool. Oh, Jamie's here. Hello, most wonderful Cassidy. Hello, most wonderful Jamie. Oh, and there you guys go. Chris says, wait, your grandfather's an extra in what movie? Oh, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? That's cool. Cuckoo's Next? I can't talk. Boylan's Happily Ever After says, girl, the videos I'm editing are from October. Thank you. Great. My Christmas videos at this rate will be up in June. Thank you guys for making me feel better about this. What time is it, by the way? 11:07. I guess I should get going. Oh, Chris says, I want to share with you and others to watch Julia Christina on YouTube. Also, she has a Facebook page called Good For Me. That sounds great. Oh yeah, the circle topic. Thank you, Glenn. Bringing it back around. We've come full circle. Ha. Have you guys, on a very random note, separate note, but a note of like great things to binge watch in my mind. The Circle. It's a reality show on Netflix that honestly I thought I was going to hate watch it because it looked like the dumbest, the worst thing I'd ever seen on TV. And I started watching it about a month ago and I got addicted. Like I binge watched that show so quickly. And it was very sorry. Tom Tuttle just texted me, guys. He asked me if we have a shoot today. Tom Tuttle, check your email. I already emailed you on Friday, but welcome back from vacation. And I thought it was gonna be so bad, and I got so addicted. And like the characters you think you're gonna hate at the beginning, they're real people. So people you hate at the beginning you might love them by the end. And I really enjoyed it. So, if you have not seen The Circle, it's on Netflix. You have to have Netflix to watch it. And basically, it is somewhat the opposite of every other reality show that's ever existed because it's only about being on social media. Most reality shows, like, you don't get to use social media during the whole thing. This one, that's literally all you do, but it's like an internal social media called The Circle, and they talk to it. So they'll be like, Circle, message Glenn, say, I love The Circle. Emoji with the sunglasses on, thumbs up emoji, heart emoji, send. And they just talk, but they're in a room by themselves. So there's like 5 contestants on each week or something like that. And they sit in a room by themselves all day. They'll make dinner, they'll do whatever. They do have access to a hot tub. They have access to a gym. They can all take turns going there. But they never get to see the other people in person. And then they have to make up a persona to post on their The Circle profile page. And it can either be their true self or it can be someone that they totally made up. One guy is pretending to be his girlfriend. So he's using her pictures and trying to trick everybody, but also, form real connections. It's weird, it's bizarre, but it's also very addicting, and you like fall in love with some of those people. They have not announced whether or not there will be a Circle season 2 yet. However, another reporter in Oregon, Abby Lushai, I'm not sure how to say her name, on Twitter, but I retweeted her from my Cassidy Quinn Twitter account if you want to go follow her. She tweeted yesterday, like, Circle, how do I get on season 2? I was like, yes, oh my god, me too. And there's a Circle casting Twitter account that I followed and set up notifications. Should I be admitting this? No. It's embarrassing. So when they tweet, like, casting notifications, I'll get a notification. Because they haven't said, like, how you sign up for the next season or how you don't. What? They haven't said how you sign up or if they've like done the casting or whatever, or if there's even going to be a season 2. But I've decided this would be the ideal reality show to go on because you just sit there by yourself, talk to the internet, but also like make friends. And that's literally what I do here on Mental Monday. Wait, Boylan's Happily Ever, you just sent me $2.99? You, what? Oh my gosh. You're so nice. Oh my gosh. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. That's so wonderful. Happy Mental Monday. And anyway, yeah, Glenn says they're probably bringing you any food you ask for. Yeah, I'm not exactly how it works. Sure how, what? I'm not sure exactly how it works. But sometimes they'll have like a challenge where they all have to do a painting or something. So they will get painting supplies delivered, and then they'll all do a painting or something. Sometimes they'll have food delivered, they'll all have to like make a fancy meal. And then if you get picked as an influencer, if you're the top two, because, oh, then everybody rates each other every week. Oh, happy 11/11. Tucker just texted me. Happy 11/11. Make a wish. Knock on wood. My floor is wood. And what was I saying? Sorry, 11/11 distracted me. The top two ranked people every week are influencers in the circle, and they get to have a special dinner and then judge everybody else and send somebody home, which sounds very stressful. Anyway, this sounds like the ideal show to be on, so I think it'd be really fun to go on the circle. Also, they shoot it in this building. Even there was a UK version of the circle, now there's an American version of the circle, but they still shoot it in the UK because they have this whole building that's like set up to be the circle. And cool apartments, everybody's apartment's different color. Anyway, I would like to go on the circle. This is not sponsored by the circle. However, if you know anyone, let them know. I would love to go on the circle. On that note, and again, Boylan's Happily Ever After. You sent me $3 and you're so nice. And it has this little like icon. I don't know if you guys can see that in the chat, of this little like weird little bird. Or is he a pear? He's a pear. Give it a thumbs up. Which is weird that it's a pear because the movie I watched last night with Tucker, Saving Mr. Banks, there's a whole thing about pears in the movie. So, what? Did you read my mind? Anyway, Glenn says, let us know when you hear about season 2 casting. You too! Chris says, did you get a chance to pick up the self-compassion book I recommended? No, not yet. I need to write that down. I have a list of, wait, will you tell me what it was called again, Chris? Because I forgot to write it down. I think I took a screenshot of it or something. But I have a list in my new bullet journal of things to check out, watch, listen, read. So, Chris, if you tell me again, and I think I wrote it down somewhere or I screenshot it or something, but I will write it down again right now. Before I go, I did tell you I would explain my weird, it's just called self-compassion. Cool, thanks. Got it. I'll write it down as soon as I finish this. I'm wearing a one-piece bathing suit right now and shorts and a hat because I'm going to do a float tank for work today because our adulting challenge for the month of February on Tonight with Cassidy, my TV show, is to practice self-care, do something for self-care. So I'm going to do a float tank, which normally you do it for like 90 minutes if you pay to do the full float tank experience. I don't know how long I'll get to do it for today because we're shooting it for a segment, but I am wearing a one-piece bathing suit for the occasion. You can do it naked, obviously, but like we're shooting it for TV, so that's not happening. Ashley says, happy Mental Monday. I feel mental. Does that count? And if you guys think of it, it totally does count. Thank you, Ashley. Thomas says, thank you for being my Monday morning friend. Introverted Len says, thank you for all you do, Cassidy. Thank you guys. You guys are wonderful. Glenn says, have a great week and feel better. You guys are so wonderful. I love you. And again, let me know in the comments if you have an idea of what you would like to be called. All the Mental Monday people. Because I feel like we need a name. Also, does this time work for you guys? I know I've been trying to do it like 10 or 10:30 a.m. on Mondays because it works for me. Tucker was saying yesterday maybe we should do them on Monday nights because more people could hang out. But then I don't know. I just don't know. Because my thought is that I want to do the beginning of Monday so we get all on the same page. We start the week off on a good note. But I also want you all to be here. Oh, good. A couple of you are saying you're watching at work. I won't tell anyone. Boylan says this time is great for me. Lane says ideal poker on Monday nights. That sounds fun. Glenn says Eastern time, so later. Love this time. You guys like this time? Okay, cool. But obviously you guys are the ones that are here. So if anyone somehow is watching this not live and you got to the end of this and that time did not work for you, let me know. You guys are wonderful. I love you. And I'm going to go write that down. Self-compassion. Thank you for the recommendation, Chris. And maybe I'll see you guys in a few days with an edited video if I get around to it. If my brain wants to do it. Because that's what we're trying to do here, okay? Love you guys. See you next time. Oh, and have a great day. I didn't say that. Okay, bye!